welcome back to the Colouring Zone. My name's Helena. So this is my completed pages. I decided to split this video in two because it was pretty long, and yeah, so there'll be part one, part two, completed pages. I hope you guys don't mind. So we are covering November, December, January and February, so it is quite a long time, and there are quite a few books, so grab yourself a cup of tea and enjoy. So the first book that I would like to share with you is one of Lulu Mayo's. So this is A Million Magical Creatures. I've done quite a few pages in this book, and I just absolutely, I just love Lulu Mayo. So the page that I did was, I think I can't remember whether I've shown you this, I might not have. These were a WIP for ages, so I finished them off. So that's those two, and then I'm still yet to complete that one, and I decided to do this one. So I used various pencils for some of the elements. I also used Tombow water-based markers for some of the elements, as well as gel pen. I used distress watercolour pencils for this background, and yeah, I just had a really good time. And I'm pretty sure this part here is the Sakura copies that I used. So I don't know, that's like a splash of something, but I don't know what it is anyway. So yeah, I mean, it was really quick and easy page, as you can see, where I was putting down the washi tape and stuff and sticking that to the page. I really did. I need to get better. I need to practice doing it more because I have got lines there. But anyway, so there's no sparkle on this one. But yeah, it was really good fun. So there's that one. So this one here is A Million Mermaids, and it's by Lulu Mayo, and I did this one. So I used I think they're German, potentially. I will link them down below if I can find them on Amazon. I bought them quite a long time ago. They look like almost lipsticks, but they are actually crayons that sort of, you twist it and then the crayon pops up. So I used that for the background. I think I might have used some sort of water medium because I think it's bled a little bit. So these here I use Crayola Super Tips, and I remember that because I actually did this whilst my son was colouring at the table, and then I did this one. So I added some paints. So this one here is the Mermaid Dust, and that's by Rebecca from the Art Spirit. And then I also used the Red Slipper one as well. So yeah, really, really quick, fun and easy. So yeah, I enjoyed that one too. So that one there is A Million Mermaids, and that's by Lulu Mayo. So this one here, so the next one is actually a WIP. I used cart art pencils for this. I was really enjoying doing it, and then I forgot about it. I think I may have put it up on my fireplace, and yeah, I forgot. So fortunately though, the pencils were left out, so I will go back to this, and I've written all of the numbers there, which is really handy. So yeah, I'm sure I'll go back to it. So yeah, there's that one. I don't normally like keeping WIPs in Klara Markova's postcards, but as I said, yeah, it was forgotten about. So yeah, and I like how it's coming out. I really, really like this colour here. It's so deep. So anyway, there's that one. Now, the next one, I was absolutely delighted to find. I've never shown this on my channel before, and it's because I lost it. I say I lost it inside another colouring book. But I followed Chris Chang's tutorial, on how to do this beautiful postcard, and yeah, I could not find it forever, so I'm really glad. I followed the majority of it was Chris that I followed, and then there's a couple of things that I added myself, as in like I sort of didn't follow her tutorial, but yeah, full credit to Chris Chang. I wouldn't have been able to do this without her. I have got some things that are unfinished, which seems to be a running theme of this video, but anyway, so there's that one. I did this not last Christmas, not the Christmas before, but maybe the Christmas before that, so it is literally, it's taken me so long to find it. Yeah, so there is that one. Now the next one is Fairy Touch of Magic, and this is by Klara Markova. Now this book, I hadn't really done that much in it, and then I started the double page spread, and I did do this on video. If any of you are interested, I will link it down below. There's quite a few different parts. It's not technically a colour along, but I have done all the different elements sort of on camera, and it's the first Klara Markova page, double page spread that I've done, and I've, you know, put in the little lid, so I'm absolutely delighted with how it came out. It was a lot of work. I used Inktense as a base for a lot of it, and then went over with pencils, and I might take that off. It's taken some of the, yeah, I'll just take that off. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it came out. Got my little zombie there, and even coloured that bit. So the camera cut out again, guys, so I don't know how far I got, but basically I used Inktense a lot to base all of this, and then I went over with pencils, various pencils, and obviously you can see the videos. There's quite a few. I think I've put them all under a playlist, which is called Halloween 2022 maybe. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this came out, and there's just a lot of sheen because I've used Prismacolors. So I hope you're getting the sort of the full effect. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I'm really proud of it. So yeah, and then I went on to do a few more pages in this book. So here's one of them. So I used the Derwent pastel travel set to do the background. I just find it so easy to use, and they just blend out beautifully. So I'm really quite happy with that. I used Inktense for the leaves. I don't think I actually used any pencil on top of that, and then I based the tree in the Inktense and pretty much all of the elements. I've added Sakura glaze onto these oranges or clementines, and yeah, it's just really good fun. So thoroughly enjoyed that. I've got some hybrid metallic paint pen on here, look, and yeah, it was just really good. I've got some of the burgundy sort of glaze Sakura pen. I really like that one actually. I seem to be using that quite a lot. And yeah, so I actually did decide to go over all of the baubles in this Sakura glaze, just the clear one, so it's pencil underneath. So yeah, just a really fun page. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. And then, oh yes, and I did this one, which I completely forgot about. So this one here is also done with Prismacolor. So there's just, yeah, you can see where I've burnished. And I've got all of the sort of streaky marks. But anyway, so I've used this red combo again. I think it's the same one that I used in the new Klara Markova book. So the girl with the dress. And I've tried getting some of the colours from here into the snow. I don't know whether I've achieved that or not. I did try. Anyway, so I am really pleased with it. And I've got some sort of like glittery stuff on the star. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with how she came out. And I've got some Sakura glaze, the burgundy one, on her dress, as well as on some of the sort of like marshmallowsy candy cane things, whatever they are. So yeah, really, really good fun. So I thoroughly enjoy Klara's books. I am sure I will colour many more in here. I mean, I've coloured quite a few, but yeah, they're just such good fun. They're so whimsical. I think that on there scares me a little bit because her face is so like it's the main element of the page. But anyway, so this is from this book. So it is Fairylander colouring book, and there are some beautiful images. Now I have taken this apart because my intention, I didn't do a very good job, a complete hack job. My intention is to photocopy these, and I have photocopied some, but I was using the Sakura Kewpie pencils on this, and I just really did not like how it was coming out, so I have sort of abandoned this, which is okay. I mean, you know, they're not all wins, are they? And I think I might use it as like scrap paper, just to, you know, I don't want to waste it. But yeah, anyway, so there's that one. I'm not actually sure what I've done with the other completed pages I've done from this one. I will have a look for them. So I actually did find them. So here is one of them. Now, I'm just going to pop this one here out of the way. I think I might have used watercolours, or maybe the Zig Clean Brush colours for this. Now, I have a jet ink printer, and it did just, yeah, it just smeared and smudged. So you can see where the ink has just sort of come out, dragged out as I've added water to the surface, which is a shame. But I do really like how it's come out, and it's really, really fun. So I don't think these are actually hand drawn. I think it is AI. I'm not really entirely sure what that really entails, but anyway, I do really like the images, so I've done this one. So that was really good fun, really quick. And then this one here, I used Distress inks and try to stick really to dry mediums. And I did go over with some black fine liner just to define some of the spots. So yeah, I did. These are really good fun, and I'm sure I will do more of them. Now, so the next book is, I won't do too much analysis on this because I do go through them a little bit on my video. So which ones have I done? Oh yeah, so I did this Robin. And did I use a base? Yeah, so I based everything in alcohol marker, and then I went over with the Castle Art pencils. Really enjoyed it, and then added some sort of white, I think it is the China marker that I've used on top of this, and Sakura white jelly roll over the top, which seemed to work quite well. So there's my little Robin. And then I did the rocking horse. And I think he's delightful. So I'm really impressed with the Distress ink. I keep saying Distress ink, it's not. They're Distressed watercolours by Ranger Tim Holtz. And I used them on the background, and I wasn't really that careful, and they just dissolve so easily. They are really, really nice to work with. And I've got Renaissance Colours, the new set that came out at Christmas time, Countdown to Christmas. I know I said I wasn't going to buy them, but I bought the dot cards, which I used for this, fell in love with them, and then I bought the whole set. So I bought the course pans, I think. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful colours. I mean, they are very, very shiny. So there is that one. And then the other one, which I didn't actually finish, which is a shame, is this one here. I don't know where I was going with this, which is maybe why I didn't finish it. But yeah, it's sort of a mosaic sort of feel to it. And this is the Very Merry Christmas colouring activity book, and this is by Castle Arts. Now, I have said it in the review, which I will link in the corner up here. They do not have the artist names, which is such a shame. So yeah, they're not credited, which does, yeah, it does bother me a little bit, I must say. But anyway, so there's that one. So this one here is Hannah Carson's, and this is Seasons. Again, I cannot remember what I've coloured in here, guys. I do not recall at all. Is it something in the front? So I did that for Gem's grandmother's birthday, that one. Oh yes. So I did this one. I'm really happy with this page. I just really like the colours that I used. So it's very, very autumn. But I did do it this year in January. And yeah, I used various mediums on here. Nothing bled through because Hannah's paper is amazing. This is Distress ink for the background, and I've also added some embellishments. So these are raised, so it does mean that I'm not going to be able to colour this without getting indentations unless I use something like, I don't know, I suppose I could use pen, and it might not go through, but I wouldn't be able to use pencils. So I can tell that this is definitely Distress inks, and not Distress ink, sorry, Derwent Inktense I've used to base this. I remember taking this taking me a good few days, but I do think it's well worth it, and I really had a good time with this. So there is that one. And I can see that I've used the Renaissance Colours News paints for various elements, just for little embellishments. But yeah, so there is that one. I'm really, really pleased with this page, even though I forgot about it. That's one that I've done before. And is there another one? I think it might just be the double page spread, but I do have a tendency to do more than one. I think I did this page and then I decided to do the bird as well, but I will check. Now I think that's it in this book. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my progress in Hannah Carson's book. So we are still going, guys. This is a different day for me. But anyway, so the next book that I have is Joanna Basford, Rooms of Wonder. And I started this page here. Now, I was using Inktense as well as Derwent drawing pencils. And I think I might have used a bit of Graphitint as well in places. I used Prismacolors for the background, but it was based in the Inktense, and I did quite a light layer of the Inktense, and then went over with the Prismacolors, and I've just got details left. I seem to be really struggling with that lately. So yeah, so I'm really happy with how it's coming out. I want to add little sparkles onto the stars, and get out my sort of sparkly metallic and paints for that one, my Etsy paints. And I have used a lot of Derwent Inktense on this page. I've pretty much based all of the mushrooms in the Derwent Inktense. So I do like how it's coming out. I just need to come back to it, and then I will have a completed page in this beautiful book. Oh, do you know what? I've seen people do this page and I think it looks absolutely brilliant, but I just don't think I'm brave enough. to do that page. You know, I do love mushrooms. But yeah, this is a beautiful book. As you can see, it's wrinkled a little bit, but I've not had it stacked up on top of things, so it's not really had a chance to flatten out. Now, I started off with this page here, and I don't know whether I like it or not. I don't know, I never seem to like these coloured when I do them, but I can see that I've used some Etsy paints, and I think I was having a bit of a struggle with blending this out. That's my wax paper gone. So yeah, so I think I've used some gel pen for the stars, and some, by the looks of it, I have used some fine liners perhaps in certain areas. But anyway, so there's that one. So yeah, just the two in here, and one of them is a whip. But yeah, I can't wait to do more. That is absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, so there is Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford, which is her latest book, and it's exciting. So she has released the front cover, and I think it's on Amazon now as well. Small Victories is the new book that's coming out by Joanna Basford in November of this year. So anyway, so I have pre-ordered it. I'm sure many of you will be pre-ordering it too. But yeah, this book is absolutely gorgeous, and it's just a shame that I've not coloured in it more. I've just got so many books to choose from, and I think that's part of the issue. So the next book is The Cutest Elves. Now, I was sent this by one of the ladies at Rachel Mintz, and I think it's a really, really beautiful book. I mean, it's AI, and the images are a bit, yeah, I didn't really know what to do with them. I can imagine soft pastels would work really, really well. But saying that, it is Amazon printed paper, so actually there's not going to be much so you're not going to be able to get much layers. But the page that I have done is this one, and I think actually she came out really well. I do quite like it. I used the Artful alcohol markers, and I think I might have used some Hoo as well. And it did bleed a little bit there, which is just user error more than anything. And I'm pretty sure I used soft pastels for the background, which worked quite well. I mean, I just wanted to sort of fade it out. I didn't really know what to do with the background, but I quite liked these little circles. But anyway, she's done, and I do plan to put some glossy accent on her eyes. So there is my little elf. I will be doing a flip through of this book. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Happy colouring, everyone. Bye.